So glad to see you all this morning. Thanks for joining us, as always, on each Monday. And for those of you that are in the US, uh, happy Labor Day. Hope you have a nice holiday if you're able to take it. Let's see. Okay. All right. So my plan is just to give you all a heads up. I will be doing this live stream next Monday, same time, 10 a.m. Pacific, US time. But I will not be doing it the Monday afterwards because I am traveling to the North Georgia mountains for Mother's retreat at Elohi Retreat Center. And won't get back till very, very, very late on Sunday. So Monday will be my day of rest. But what we will be doing is a free meditation on Tuesday night, which is I think the 22nd, which is the autumn equinox. And that's what the retreat at Elohi is going to be a lot about, is balancing personal and earth energies. And so Mother wants to do a free meditation on the equinox itself that night for everybody in the community. And for those of you in the YouTube community, I don't know if I'll be doing it live on YouTube. I might. She hasn't told me what her plans are for that, but if you want to know all the details, if you sign up for my emails on my website at belovedpublications.com, you can get all the information that you need, plus a really awesome free gift of a PDF that Mother created on how to have more joy in your life. And boy, who doesn't want that? So go over to our website and take a look and sign up for the emails, and then you will know when that meditation and all the other great stuff that we do with our community, when all that's happening. All right, so let's dive in. Okay, just wanted to check that. Sorry. Hello, dear one. Nice to see you this morning. Blessings to you as well. All right, let's begin. Hello, beloved ones. It is wonderful to be here with you today. This morning or this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are in the world, whether you're watching this live right now, or you are going to watch it later as a video, welcome. I want to dive right in to the subject that I'm going to focus on today. And I have done other videos in the past about joy and happiness. And you can go back through the archives to look at those videos. They are all very much worth taking a look at. But today I want to talk about a subject that many people might not want to look at because it's a little uncomfortable and can also feel very painful or sad. And that is the fear of being happy, the fear of allowing joy into your life. Now, most people, maybe yourselves included, would be very quick to say, but I want to be happy. I want to be more joyful. I want a more joyful life. But there's a few things that go with that are not congruent from the inside. Happiness, joy, these are expressions of self that come from a place of flow. They come from a place of ease, of contentment. Now, you can have moments of happiness, moments of joy. You can have periods in your life where you are happier than others, of course. But what I'm talking about, and what you all seem to keep asking me for in your prayers, in your wishes, your desires, your wants, is this sustained or continual level of happiness and joy. Now, all of you are adults enough to recognize that you would not be living a human life if every single moment was filled with extraordinary joy. No, you are going to have loss in your life. You are going to experience pain in your life. You are going to have times where your shadow dominates your life with fears and worries and stress and anxiety. So these are all real parts of being human, right? But so too is happiness and joy. These are natural, organic aspects of being human. Now, what you're really asking for when you pray or you want to be more happy, you want more joy, what you're really wanting is to have more light, to be more at peace with your shadow, but ultimately to have more love in your life. And while that sounds fantastic on one hand, I'm talking about the love that you can't really control, but rather the love that is really in charge of you rather than you being in charge of it, right? And that's scary. That's scary to welcome that in your life. So oftentimes what you pray for to me, what you ask for is love in a particular package, right? You want your soulmate. You want to love your job, or maybe the relationship you have, which you thought was your soulmate, isn't going so well. So you want more love there. Or you want them to behave in a certain way because you believe that's what's going to be more loving or bring more love to the relationship. But oftentimes, each step of the way, you want to be in charge of love. You want to be in charge of your happiness. You want to be in charge of your joy. And for those of you that are here today and end up watching this at some point in the future as a video, you are not going to come to these teachings, this energy, unless you are a spiritual seeker. Even if you are just at the beginning stages and you are just curious, but you are the type of person who have come to their life with a deep, deep yearning to connect with the divine. And the big problem with that for humans is that you cannot control the divine. The divine will meet you where you're at. The divine will show up for you the way you need us to be, but not according to your mind, but according to your heart and soul. And then we engage the mind to help create loving structures for you, to help you navigate your reality. The mind helps you to set things up in such a way that you are open to the support that you need. But ultimately, when you connect with the divine, you are connecting with your heart and soul. And the mind is in service to that expression of self, that co-creation. And it's tricky for the mind to give up, in a sense. It's sort of prime directive. And what is that prime directive? To help you navigate. And when you grow up in a world that tells you your mind is the primary source with which you can navigate your life, then of course it's going to be the dominant force. But the mind knows, because it is connected to heart, connected to soul, connected to your body, your energy field, your greater spirit that surrounds you, right? Your mind is a part of all of that. It's not separate. It knows that the kind of happiness you want, the level of joy that you are seeking, requires that it step out of the way, that the mind be relegated to a service position only, not a dominant position. And so the mind works very powerfully with your shadow so that it can stay dominant. Because if you are being told, not just with words, but through actions, through education, through just about every aspect of your world, if you are being told over and over and over again that your mind needs to stay primary, dominant, and aggressively assertive within your consciousness, that is not an easy thing to give up. And you can look around at many different teachings, many different spiritual circles, in New Age, old religions, new religions. And you will find that the mind is still very dominant. That the mind can take feelings, possibilities, and weave them into a doctrine, a dogma, a new prime directive that might have been created through the expansiveness of love to start with. But then it becomes very rooted, determinedly rooted in thoughts, not consciousness, but thoughts. Because the mind is used to generating certain thoughts that keep you in line, keep you inside the structures that you and society have helped you create for your life. So what I'm here to tell you today, my beloved ones, that if you truly desire, yearn for more happiness, more joy, you're going to need to step aside and let your heart and soul design that structure for you. That structure in which you thrive. And the hardest part will be walking through your fears. The fear of changing the way you eat, the way you sleep, the time you spend on the internet or in front of the television. The fear of being out in nature. The fear of expanding your sexuality. The fear of trying new things without getting bogged down in the expectation that the very first time you try something, it has to work out 100% just right. Or you are so disappointed and you have almost no resilience that you collapse in and fall back and let the fears take over again. It can be difficult to admit that you are afraid of happiness, that you are afraid of joy. Because as a spiritual being and someone who has been around maybe for a little while, and you know that when you are the most joyful is when you are open to the energy of love, the presence of love, when you are open to it without expectations. when you are with me and we meditate together, and I gift you with my grace, you can feel the joy of that. And none of those things are you in control of. Neither are you a victim of them. You are not a victim of joy, of happiness. They are not these random occurrences that maybe you can't control, but you absolutely can cultivate. But the mind cannot be in control of your joy, of your happiness, of the love that you have discovered on your spiritual path. It's understandable that you want all your spiritual answers to come in the form of words, that you want a well thought out plan before you start taking action. And you want the mind to be able to look over that plan and say, okay, if we now have decided or feel that the job we are doing doesn't work for us, and we need a rearrangement of how we generate finances in our life. But I won't take the smallest of steps until the plan is presented and I know exactly where I'm going and I know what I'm doing. It's completely understandable that you would do that. That part of you would need that to feel safe and secure. But that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm dissatisfied with my job. Ergo, that means I'm to quit my job and just hope that something comes along. No. Love really does not do that. But what love can do is get you fired from that job or get you laid off from that job and say, look, we've created space. Now you can collect unemployment for a few months. And in those few months, we're going to move into a happier place. So if you truly want, need, desire more happiness, more joy in your life, you must give your mind a vacation, beloved ones, and let your heart and soul to the forefront. Let them be in charge of receiving the love that is all around you and channeling it in a way that utterly supports your life. And then it will call upon the mind to say, oh, we need this. Can you arrange that? And the mind can say, sure. I know how to pick up the phone and make a phone call, or I know how to get on the internet and search for this very specific something. But if you want more joy, you cannot allow the mind to be in charge of how it is created. These things are not controllable with your thoughts. So let your heart and soul come to the forefront to commune with love, to invite love in, to let love bring that happiness and joy to your life and engage your mind at the level that your mind was designed to be engaged. Let your thoughts do the nuts and bolts type things, and let your consciousness expand into the realm of possibility. You have it within you, beloved ones, for more happiness and more joy. Honor your fears, work through them, give them to me. Don't act on them. But don't believe them. Don't let them make your decisions for you. Let love decide. Because love is absolutely capable of saying no and keeping you safe, and saying yes and keeping you safe. Love knows what you need. Let it in, beloved ones. Let it in. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is my honor to serve you all. Namaste. Whew. Boy, I don't know about you all, but I really needed to hear that today. I really needed to hear that. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do so. And if you want to hit that little bell icon, that'll also give you notifications as to, what's going on here on my YouTube channel, which is great because then you'll be reminded of the live streams as they come up. Because I don't know about you, but it's easy to forget with so much going on. And if you liked today's live stream, please give it the thumbs up and share it with friends, because this was a really good message today. Claudia, hi. Gail, great to see you here. Dorata, what a beautiful name. Dorata, that's so pretty. Thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate that. Maria, you are so very welcome, and sending much love to you from Scotland. Yay, Maria from Scotland. How lovely. Thanks for joining us. Oh, it's great to see you, Daniel. Glad you're here. And Joanna, yay. And Claudia, thanks for being here. Oh, Charmel, nice to see you, sweetheart. Glad you're here today. It is good to stay connected, for sure, especially during this time. Oh my gosh. It is imperative, I think, that we all stay connected in some form or another. Oh, much love to you, Kim. Hey, Cher. Glad you're here today. I'm glad, Kim. I needed that too. You and me. All right, my lovelies. I will be, as I said, I'll be here at the top of the live stream. We will be doing this again um, next Monday, but not the Monday after that. So look for emails for the free meditation coming up on the equinox. I don't know if we're going to do that live on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, excuse me, on YouTube, but it could very well be. I don't know. I'm loving these live streams here on YouTube. You are so welcome, Christine. It's such an honor to be here with all of you. Thank you. All right, so have a great week and much love to you all. Mwah.